I've purchased 4 of these Taurus revolvers with my own money, and then Taurus has sent me one 856 Toro for holster development. 3 out of the 4 revolvers I've purchased, or 2 of them have had to go back to factory and be replaced, and another one might. So the first one was an 856 tallow edition that the firing pin broke after 1,000 rounds of dry fire and 120 rounds-ish of live fire. It broke after my first range session with it. It broke while I was dry firing it the next day. They said it had frame damage, so they would have to completely replace the gun, and they could not fix it. They did not have any of those tallow editions in stock at that time, so they offered me an exchange for a gun of equal or lesser value to MSRP. I ended up getting this Taurus 856 Defender, which has been 100%. I have close to, I'd say now around 700 rounds of ammo through it. I actually carry this gun from time to time. I do trust it. I've dry fired it probably in excess of 5,000 times without snap caps, some of that with snap caps though. I was really religious about using snap caps and went to a Clint Smith class, and he said that these revolvers shouldn't need them. So who am I not to trust Clint Smith? But this Taurus 905 that I just picked up in the last week, you can see that the ejector sometimes sticks, and that's an issue. I mean, that gun should not leave the factory without happening. I talked with one of the Taurus reps. They said I should probably, this was not an official customer service rep, but somebody else at Taurus. They said I should probably be able to fix this on my own, which I'm gonna attempt to do. But if I can't, it's gonna end up going back to the factory to get fixed or maybe potentially replaced. I also have a Taurus 605 that never shot 357 Magnum. It only shot 38s, 158 grain standard pressure and 132 grain standard pressure. That gun, it started shooting pieces of the jacket out the side of the gun because it was out of time. So I have a lot of concerns about these guns and the quality control. Now that said, Taurus is not the only company that has this issue. My gun shop, talking to them, they actually have not had to send any other Taurus revolvers back besides mine. Granted, I'm probably the only one who shoots them a lot. They've had to send multiple Smith & Wessons back, and Ruger is actually the worst of any brand for sending guns back, but they haven't had to send any Ruger LCRs back. So when you're buying a revolver, I think the biggest takeaway is that you should probably buy a Davidson's gun. Davidson's has a distributor warranty to where you'll have to pay return shipping, but if you have a problem like I have with some of these guns, they'll just replace it. So whether you're buying a Taurus, a Smith & Wesson, or a Ruger, I would make sure that it's a Davidson's gun. Talk to your local gun dealer about that.